Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another vehicle rundown on the Collector Car Canada Car Reviews podcast. Today we're talking about a restored 1968 Ford Torino Fastback, and that comes with the 390 cubic inch V8 engine, a 6.4 liter in metric parlance. It is on the CollectorCarCanada.CA website as lot 191. Originally, this car was a California car, and it came out of the San Jose Ford plant back in '68 in seafoam green. Before the current owner's acquisition, it had a color change to the maroon you see today. It does retain its original black upholstery, and there are some replacement parts for the interior on hand. A bunch of replacement parts. I'll get into the mechanical side. But an example of one of the interior parts that's original and on hand included in the deal is the original steering wheel. You'll see that the steering wheel currently in place is a Ford item and an era item, but maybe just a little sportier than the original one, which, as I say, is included in the auction. 390 cubic inch, 6.4 liter V8. It has a replacement Edelbrock carb, pumping 750 cubic feet of air per minute. And this 390 engine was in between the 302 offering and the 427 offering. So by 1968, the year of this car, there was a 302 in various forms installed in the Mustang, which of course was taking the world by storm at the time. And on the bigger side, there's the 427 Cobra Jet. Unfortunately, our go-to for valuation provisions, Haggerty.ca, does not cover the 390. So we've got valuations published on our listing for both 302 Torinos and 427 Torinos in 1968. And you'll see the 427s, they've gotten outrageously expensive with time. So do take a look at our listing for that. In 2005, the car was imported to Canada. It first came to Ontario, and it's been in British Columbia since 2020, when the current owner undertook the mechanical restoration, which I'll get into. It's important to note that the car is currently registered with collector plates in British Columbia, which are not handed out with a rubber stamp. It really is an indication that the car is original or near original. So that's a testament to the originality of this car. As I say, mechanical restoration, there's a boatload of photos on the listing that were taken during the restoration process to document it. So you'll see those in our listing. There's also a deluxe Marti report included with this car. It's also publicized on our photo gallery. Ford people will know that name. Deluxe Marti reports just speak to the origins of the car, and the business that publishes those bought the rights to the corporate intelligence informing those reports. You'll note that we call the car a Fastback. There's some debate and discussion about Fastback versus sports roof versus sport roof. Certainly a 68 Mustang is known as a Fastback, that with a roof similar to this anyway. There are also coupe and convertible Mustangs, of course, in '68. Our research tells us that in 1968 a Torino was a Fastback, at least with this body style. There are also convertible and coupe two-door Torinos. Sports roof was a description for this same roof in 1969, and as I say, people even use the term sport roof with only one S in that word. The car wears its original style 14-inch steel OEM rally wheels, and those are skinned in BF Goodrich TA white letter tires. Those were installed in 2020 at the beginning of the restoration, and they've rolled just over 1,000 miles. And the spare tire mounted in the trunk to a black steel wheel is even newer. It was mounted in 2021. So going through the mechanical restoration, Here are some of the items that got attention during the restoration. I'll add that there's a description of each of these on our listing. Each of them is the beginning of a bullet, so we've got those in bullet form on the listing. So the brakes, the transmission, the exhaust, the cooling system, the steering, the suspension, lighting, the interior, electrical, ignition, the belts, and the weather seals were all subject. During the owner's restoration, which was mechanical in nature, he did find some signs of past minor bodywork. Nothing too serious, and like those minor flaws I mentioned, these are detailed on our listing with some photos to support. There are many extra inclusions with this car. Many of them are photographed on our gallery in the listing, but a good list of the inclusions: a gauge cluster, a wiring schematic diagram, the original steering wheel pad, ignition points and coil, and of course the car's been converted to electronic ignition, horns, the console ashtray, starter solenoid, fuel filter, voltage regulator, a couple extra 390 fender emblems, just like the ones that are installed on the front fenders today, 2 sets of sway bar links, a headlight switch, a door interior light switch, the original California license plates, and a couple of dealer brochures. So that's a quick rundown of the 1968 Ford Torino 390 Fastback we have on offer. It's maroon in color with a black interior, and it's on CollectorCarCanada.CA as lot 191. Good luck to the bidders, and thanks for watching.